My name is Max and I work for GoAirheads. I would describe Airsoft as typically a group of guys that put themselves in military garb, camouflage, vests, all that stuff, and also we would use one-to-one replicas of real firearms. A lot of people would compare it to paintball. Paintball uses large paintballs. Airsoft uses small little 6mm BBs. Tips for beginners. Beginners have a really tough time because they're nervous. They're fearful of being shot and what that might feel like and getting in the trenches and fighting with other players. But a piece of advice that I would give them is if you go out there and you actually start to play, you'll start to realize that it's not very painful at all and you'll lose that fear. So I would say whenever the game starts, head straight towards the enemy, engage them, have some fun, of course, but also realize it's just a game. You know, it's nothing serious. It's a bunch of guys playing with plastic BBs and fake guns, so. The referees on the field, first off, our main priority is the safety of the players. So we want to make sure that they're being safe, following safety precautions. And then, of course, the second priority is going to be make sure that they have fun. So what we would do is we'd call them out to the field, then we would brief them on the game that we're going to play, and then we would divvy up the teams and start the game. Oh, we vary so much in game modes. So the game modes that we typically offer are going to be, it can vary from regular team deathmatch all the way up to more complicated games like VIP, Escort, Alamo, things like that. We probably range between 40 and 60 games that we play here. My plans for the future are, as of right now, I'm training to be a tech, to work on broken airsoft guns and repair them. I'm excited for that because it comes with a pay bump, but as well I'll be able to help players out a little bit more when their stuff breaks down. So. My favorite gun to use, I like smaller, compact guns, something that's more oriented towards CQB or close quarter battle, something that's very small, very light, and that I can maneuver easily. The kind of equipment that a lot of players use to make BBs hurt less, a lot of people, they go with a plate carrier, which is also practical because you can put magazines and stuff like that on there, but typically just sleeves in a jacket is something that you would use. Lately, we've been getting about 100 players to 150 players per weekend, but it can vary dramatically depending on what's going on in the real world, what sports teams are playing, if kids have had their finals or not. You know, it depends quite a bit. What I like most about Airsoft is going to be the community. I mean, I've never seen a community with people that are so competitive, but also so friendly and genuinely kind to each other. I think that out of everything, the community is what keeps people coming back. How I originally got into Airsoft was I had a buddy named Trevor. He brought me to the field for the first time. I had a little Springer gun. I was totally not prepared for what competitive Airsoft was, but I came out one time and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the players, the community, the field, and the game. The most enjoyable Airsoft game I think I've ever played, I'm just a big fan of regular team deathmatch with infinite respawns. You know, you die, you go, you respawn, and then you come back and you keep on playing. You know, it's infinite fun. There are no winners, no losers. The game runs for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on what the ref says. And you just keep on playing, you keep on having fun. It's my most enjoyable game. My earliest Airsoft memory, I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I have several older brothers, and for their birthdays, we would go up to a piece of private property in the mountains and buy, 50 little plastic pistols and just go to war with all of our buddies and stuff. It was quite fun. It's great working here. I mean, I love my job. Airsoft has been a hobby of mine since I was, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. And I actually was an employee here starting at the age of 16. So I've been working here for the past 4 years and I love it. My hobby is my job, so. I would say yes, Airsoft has opened some doors for me. Of course, when I started working here, it was just a weekend job, but I've moved out, I have my own apartment, and I work here full time. So Airsoft is not just my hobby, it's my life, it's my main source of income, and there's nothing I'd rather be doing. For anybody that's listening or plans on coming out here to GoAirheads, or any airsoft field, I would say give it a shot. If you've ever played paintball, airsoft hurts a whole lot less, but there's a great community of people that come out here, and if you do, I'm sure you'll love it.